Listen, I'm glad that you're here, but you missed what happened the other day, right here at the #1 chill spot on the internet. You're excited, then you're not excited, so you go do something else.
Well, that's the beauty of hindsight.
Because you don't trust yourself.
Dude, hindsight is the f***ing homie, bro.
So I'm the type of person where, I'll get an idea and I get excited about it. And then I get another idea and then I get excited about it. Then I get another idea and I get excited about it. But those first two ideas I also got excited about got left behind, Can you relate? I feel like a lot of people, especially like creatives and stuff like that, like we got so many ideas and, be so excited, or like we're absorbing so much information. There's so much information online, knowledge, and then we simply forget to apply. So this is actually what I wanted to speak about today, because I just feel like a lot of us are in the same boat. And this is the #1 chill spot. Thank you for being here. My name is Heinz, and today in hindsight, before we get started, we're gonna nourish the channel, pour into the channel with our sponsor of the day, Squarespace. So whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace, let me tell you, makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content, all in one place, all on your own terms. That's what I've done with my own beautiful space behind the scenes. I call it the #1 chill spot, the chill space. This is where my community comes. We hang out, they get exclusive content. You can check it out on my own website, hosted by Squarespace, heinz.com/chill. Some of the products that I find quite useful: flexible website templates. Now, Squarespace provides a wide range of professional templates for every category and use case. You can easily customize your website's look, update content, and add features to make it so unique. Another feature that is a vibe: the ability to sell your own custom merch. With Squarespace, you can sell and easily design your own merchandise, creating a passive income stream that engages your audience and scales your brand. The best part is that Squarespace takes care of production, inventory, and shipping, saving you time, money, and effort. And here's a feature that can be a game changer for many entrepreneurs: appointments. Now with Squarespace, you can accept appointments directly on your website. Whether you offer online or in-person private sessions, workshops, or group classes, Squarespace provides everything you need to manage your schedule, accept secure payments, send automatic reminders, and beautifully showcase your services. So if you are ready to take your online presence to the next level, head to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch your website or domain, go to squarespace.com/Heinz to save 10% off your first purchase. Now back to the video. Harley says, how can I apply everything I know about life? Do one thing at a time. Simplify. And then show up for yourself. And when you have the execution, you have the belief and the confidence, because you can actually apply what you absorb. So I'm not sure what it is that you know about life. Start with one thing. Produce the evidence. Sometimes we don't believe in ourselves because we never produce evidence, But like, let's say you've pulled yourself out of the mud or out of like a tricky situation multiple times. Like, I know I've been in like bad situations. I've been up here and then I've gone way down here. There was a point, man, I was in this horrible relationship, horrible. And then also there was a massive rainstorm, flooded my apartment. My apartment was the only apartment that got completely flooded and I had to leave. Like, it was no more, could not live there. I had to stay in a hotel that night, had to find a new apartment within 48 hours. I'm like, I can't afford to live in a hotel. Found a new apartment within 48 hours, a furnished apartment, because now all my stuff is wet. I don't have no home insurance and stuff like that. Lost everything anyways. Also dealing with like a bad relationship, chaos in this end. Had to shoot like a music video also at the same time with these people that actually flew in from across there was so much happening, but I pulled through. And I remember being like, yo, I'm at a bottom right now. I'm in a bad situation, but I'm gonna be more than all right. So anytime like I go through something, I'm like, man, I've already been through a lot of things. I've produced the evidence in my life that when things get tricky, I will transform. I'm not going to sit in a frequency of fear. That's the last thing I'm going to do. Oh, there's a lot of pressure. Oh, my back is against the wall. Ah, pressure makes diamonds. Let's go. When you have evidence, you have more confidence. Simple. You have more confidence. If you don't have the evidence, then you do have a lack of belief, and then it just requires faith. But evidence and faith together is beautiful. It's not just faith. Even if you think about the people in the Bible, they also had evidence. Even the people who walked around with Jesus, they literally were with him. They saw him walk on water. Like when people are talking about, like, just have faith. Faith is important. But even the people with Jesus got to witness the actual miracles themselves. Got to watch him walk on water, turn water into wine, heal sick people. They had evidence literally right there. We have to produce the evidence in our life as well. So make sure this is a year where you start to accomplish certain things. You may have a lot of goals. You may have so many goals and ideas. You're going to have to literally put like 95% of them to the side. Like you're going to have to get them out of the way and choose one and focus on that and accomplish it and produce that belief, that confidence, go through that execution, go through that process so you know what it's like to have idea, to then get the inspiration, then to apply yourself, then to like lose motivation, but to continue through with consistency to the point you bring that execution and you're like, okay, I did it. Then you can come back and bring that other idea you have in and work on that. Some of us, we just have way too many things we want to do. And that's hard. It's hard for me not to do everything. I'm like, man, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do all these things. But I'm like, I can't. You just can't. It's not possible. You gotta simplify, and don't worry. Then you get better. You maybe become more resourceful, and then you find ways and you build systems so you can get more things done. But if you have a habit and a routine of constantly starting things and quitting things, and you never bring things to completion, it's also why you procrastinate so much, because you don't trust yourself. Because you've proven to yourself way too many times that I don't finish things. I say it and then I don't do it, right? So now you're protecting yourself through that procrastination from feeling failure again, right? Sometimes we're procrastinating because we're afraid to fail, simple. Because we have failed maybe a lot of times already. We're gonna have to move through that though, right? Go through that process and produce the evidence. Because you can do it. You have all that you need to succeed. You are equipped. It just takes a sound mind. You may have to narrow your vision, right? Don't be so double-minded. All eyes on the mission. Create opportunity. Notice opportunity. Don't just wait for opportunity. Absorb and apply. Don't just absorb. There was a podcast I saw. It was a podcast about building muscle, and I've been fasting a lot, and it's been good. But like, because I'm fasting a lot, I'm also like, I don't want to lose muscle. So I'm like, okay, I want to get my regime really down pat. And then, I played the podcast. I played like 2 minutes of it, and I'm like, yo, this is way too much information right now for me to absorb. I'm gonna forget about it, and I'm not gonna apply it. I'm gonna sit down with this podcast later at a different time this week with my notepad and take notes. And once I take those notes, create a plan and apply it, right? Sometimes we're just absorbing information, and then what happens with it? It goes in, it goes out. It doesn't go nowhere because we didn't actually like consume, meditate on it, and apply it. I will really like these days, the only podcast that I'll like listen to on the fly, just like for entertainment, are comedy podcasts, right? But if it's anything where I'm like learning like a difficult subject, I won't listen unless I'm taking notes. I won't listen because I'm taking notes, because I'm going to forget. So unless I'm taking notes, right, and I'm creating some visuals off of that information, and so I want to be able to apply it. Like, how many books have we read and we don't even apply the knowledge, and then we get on to the next book, right? That is a type of cycle and habit we develop as well. Consuming information, consuming motivation, but then not applying it. That's a habit that we would have to break as well. I was in a habit like that for a while where like it was really hard for me to bring things to completion. I'd hit a point and then like my excitement would get lost. Oh, I'm not excited about this anymore, and I start something else. Oh, I'm not excited about this anymore, and I start something else. Oh, I'm not excited about this anymore, and I start something else. Oh, I'm not excited about this anymore, and then I start something else. And then I notice, I'm like, yo, you keep doing this. You keep doing this. You're excited, then you're not excited, so you go do something else. Maybe that non-excitement is just a part of the process. That in the beginning, you have all this excitement that will carry you to a certain point. But then you're going to get to a point where it's going to take preparation, accountability, more knowledge, some resilience, some courage to bring it to the destination, to the execution. Thank you for tuning in, but I'd love for you to consider something. Joining us behind the scenes of the #1 chill spot. This is a place where you get exclusive content, guided meditations, a space for members to chat, plus all the stream replays are exclusively in our chill space, and you get access to our stream calendar so you do not have to miss another stream. This is a ad-free, distraction-free space, a safe place where you can go on the internet, ground yourself, connect. It's a space curated just for you. Mobile app and desktop version available. Just click the link in the description. Think about it. I'd love to see you there.